Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some of the best study tips to help you absolutely smash your exams and make studying a breeze. We've all been there. The stress of an upcoming exam, the pressure to perform well. With the right approach and a sprinkle of dedication, you can achieve amazing results. Let's get started. Before we even think about opening a textbook, let's talk about preparation. Remember that friend who seems to effortlessly ace every exam? They've just mastered the art of preparation. The most crucial aspect is understanding exactly what's going to be on those exam papers. Take a look at the syllabus, talk to your teachers, and get your hands on some past papers. Knowing your enemy, in this case the exam material, is half the battle won. Once you have a good grasp of what's expected, it's time to review. Instead, try incorporating consistent review into your daily routine. Even just 30 minutes each day can make a world of difference. Now let's talk about active learning. Passively reading through textbooks might lull you to sleep, but it won't necessarily help you remember the information. To truly embed those concepts in your mind, you need to engage with them actively. One of my favorite ways to do this is by taking practice tests. Treat them like the real deal, set a timer, recreate exam conditions as much as possible, and see how you perform. This not only familiarizes you with the format and style of the questions, but also highlights any areas where you might need to focus your attention. Another powerful technique is to try and explain key concepts in your own words. Imagine you're teaching someone else. Break down complex ideas into simpler terms. This process forces you to truly understand the material and identify any gaps in your knowledge. And of course, who can forget the trusty flashcards? Use them to test yourself on definitions, key dates, formulas, or any other bite-sized pieces of information. Let's face it, we all have limited time and energy, and studying can sometimes feel like an uphill battle. But fear not, my friends, because a well-structured study schedule is here to save the day. Think of it as your roadmap to exam success. The key here is to set realistic goals. Don't try to cram everything into a few all-nighters. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, break down your study material into smaller, more manageable chunks, and spread them out over time. This approach, known as spaced repetition, has been scientifically proven to improve long-term retention. Make sure to schedule in breaks, time for socializing, exercise, and of course, a good night's sleep. A well-rested brain is a happy and productive brain. So, grab your planner and start mapping out your study journey. Chapter 4. Banishing Distractions. Now let's talk about those pesky distractions. We live in a world saturated with notifications, beeps, and endless streams of information vying for our attention. But when it comes to studying, minimizing distractions is crucial for creating a focused and productive environment. Find yourself a dedicated study space, whether it's a quiet corner of the library, a cozy nook in your bedroom, or even a park bench if that's where you do your best thinking. Make it your own, personalize it, and let it be your sanctuary of knowledge. Smartphones, while incredibly useful, can be the ultimate distraction when it comes to studying. Try using website blockers or apps that limit your access to social media or other distracting websites. Put your phone on airplane mode or, even better, out of sight altogether. Chapter 5. The Power of Note-Taking. Let's talk about the often overlooked but incredibly powerful practice of note-taking. Now, I'm not talking about frantically scribbling down every single word your teacher utters. I'm talking about active and engaging note-taking that helps you understand and retain information. Writing things down by hand has been shown to improve memory retention compared to typing on a laptop. But don't just write things down verbatim. Try to summarize key concepts in your own words. This process forces you to engage with the material more deeply and helps you identify any areas where you might need clarification. Jot down questions, highlight important points, and use different colors or symbols to create visual cues. The more personalized and engaging your notes are, the more likely you'll remember the information. Chapter 6. Test your knowledge. Become the exam predictor. Regular self-testing is hands down one of the most effective ways to solidify your understanding and prepare for the real deal. Each time you test yourself, you're simulating the exam experience, training your brain to recall information under pressure. It's like giving your brain a workout at the gym. The more you challenge it, the stronger it becomes. Try using flashcards. creating practice quizzes for yourself, or even teaching the material to an imaginary audience or a very patient pet. Another fun trick is to try and think like your teacher. What questions would they ask on the exam? What are the key concepts they emphasized in class? Chapter 7. The Power of the Study Group. Let's face it, studying can be a solitary endeavor, but it doesn't have to be. Forming a study group can be an incredibly rewarding and effective way to boost your learning and stay motivated. When you study with others, you get to tap into a wealth of different perspectives and approaches to the material. You might find that someone else's explanation of a concept just clicks for you in a way it didn't before. Plus, study groups provide a built-in support system. You can encourage each other, celebrate successes, and provide a shoulder to cry on when needed, though hopefully, not too much crying. Just remember to choose your study group wisely. Chapter 8. Now let's talk about the often overlooked but incredibly powerful role of mindset in exam success. Our thoughts and beliefs have a profound impact on our behavior and our outcomes. When we approach exams with a negative mindset filled with self-doubt and anxiety, we're actually hindering our ability to perform at our best. On the other hand, when we cultivate a positive mindset, one that's rooted in self-belief and a growth mindset, we unlock our true potential. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves to challenge negative thoughts and reprogram our subconscious minds. Another crucial aspect of a positive mindset is managing stress and anxiety. Deep breathing exercises, mindfulness meditation, and even just taking a few minutes to step away from your studies and engage in something you enjoy can work wonders for calming your nerves. So, how do we cultivate this magical elixir of positivity? Chapter 9. It's the day you've been working towards exam day. All those late nights, all those flashcards, all those study groups have led to this moment. Now it's time to put all that knowledge to good use and show those exams who's boss. But before you dive headfirst into the first question, let's take a deep breath and talk about some strategies for staying calm, focused, and confident throughout the exam. First and foremost, read each question carefully. Take your time, underline keywords, and make sure you fully understand what's being asked before you start scribbling away. Another helpful strategy is to start with the easiest questions first. This might seem counterintuitive, but it's a great way to build momentum and boost your confidence early on. Tackling those easier questions first will give you a sense of accomplishment and help settle any initial nerves you might be feeling. And speaking of nerves, remember that it's perfectly normal to feel some level of anxiety during an exam. Chapter 10. You've made it to the end of the exam, congratulations. You've poured your heart and soul into answering those questions, and now it's time to savor that feeling of accomplishment. But hold on a minute before you hand in that paper. We have one crucial step left, checking your work. I know, it's tempting to just get the exam over with and rush out of there. But trust me, taking those extra few minutes to review your answers can make all the difference. Go back and reread each question and your corresponding answer. Make sure you've answered all parts of the question, especially if it's a multi-part question. Double-check your calculations, your grammar, your spelling. Those little details matter. Look for any careless mistakes you might have made, like missing a negative sign or switching 2 digits in a number. If you have time, try to briefly revisit the questions you found most challenging. Outro, and there you have it, folks. Follow these tips, stay positive, and you'll be well on your way to acing your exams. Remember, your success is not determined by a single exam. It's about the effort you put in and the resilience you show in the face of challenges. So go out there, conquer those exams, and make yourselves proud. Good luck and see you in the next video.